Playmakers, snipers, grinders, two-way forwards, and power forwards, these guys transcended their role to becoming all-time greats. That's why we're saluting the greatest forwards today on The Lineup. Welcome to The Lineup, the game show that talks to its posts. I'm your host, Adam Reed. Let's see what guests we've got lined up. Welcome to the show, Simon Peacock.
Thanks, Adam.
You're a voice director for video games like Assassin's Creed, and you played a variety of mascots in a show your partner produced called The Tournament?
Yeah, that's right. That's my way of establishing some hockey cred here against the three-time Stanley Cup winner over there. Yeah, double mascot.
Mascot.
Yeah, no one can tell which was which. Both completely different, same guy.
I'm glad you said that on Not Me. You're partnered up with Andy Noman. You're the CEO of Play the Future and co-founder of Just for Laughs. And you, sir, are a master of disaster. You brought the official 1979 Stanley Cup party to a standstill.
I did. I asked Toe Blake if I could pinch his cheeks in a moment of merriment. He went crazy, flipped the table, ran after me. The band stopped. Ron Andrews saved my life, but it was an interesting evening, to say the least.
We're hoping you bring that disaster to the lineup. You guys are faced off against a powerhouse team, Team Blue, comprised of John Gumbley. You're an accomplished PR specialist, and sometimes you get access to some pretty cool people, including booking some intimate shows for guys like Prince.
Absolutely. Last year, I was lucky enough to get the contract to produce and book Prince across North America for intimate shows. He did Montreal, Toronto, and unfortunately, that's when he got sick. But we had Nashville and Atlanta booked as well.
And I love how you used your fingers to do that. You're sporting a little something on your fingers there,
That's
eh?
my 1997 Detroit Red Wings Stanley Cup ring, the year that I scored the overtime goal in Game 7. Amazing time.
I would gather that comes from this man right here, Matt Danzino. You are a three-time Stanley Cup champion with the Detroit Red Wings and Montreal Canadiens. How good does that sound?
That's pretty awesome.
And if I'm not mistaken, for a tough guy, I hear a little needle in the arm knocks you out. What's up with that, Matt Danzino?
Yeah.
Where's your street cred? What's going on here?
I know, it's pretty embarrassing, but my rookie season, I guess, at Joe Louis Arena, we had the blood work being done at in the public bathroom. And it was all hot and sweaty, and then I guess I passed out and I missed the first 4 days at camp. We had another guy doing the prostate test also. He passed out.
We'll leave that for another show. The prostate test.
They stopped doing they're doing it the right way at the Joe Louis Arena.
Love it. Welcome to the lineup, gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of fun. Over the next 3 periods, our teams are going to engage in a battle of knowledge and strategy on their way to creating a list of the top 10 greatest forwards in NHL history. The hockey pros at WatchMojo have selected 20 players who they feel are most likely to make this list. Gentlemen, this is your draft pool. We're looking at all forwards, right wings, left wings, and centers from every era of the NHL. Just for fun, we've hidden a couple of names. Those are our wild cards. You can pick those at any time. And we've also selected a player who we feel is most likely to be at the top of the list. And that is our MVP, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. He's off the table for now. Matt, out of curiosity, this isn't just a fantasy draft for you. You've played with some of these guys. Is there anybody that you would put on this list that you think is underappreciated?
I guess Eric Lindros. I mean, he was one of the best when he played. He didn't play long because of concussions, but he was probably one of the most dominant players when I played in the mid-90s.
And what about skill level?
Skill level, I think you need to have like maybe a Pavel Bure. I mean, he was unbelievable in the speed and skill, so he was really good.
Out of curiosity, John, what criteria are you guys going to be using as a team to make your picks?
Well, we're blending the idea of the most accomplished scorers with overall legendary players because there's a lot of them up there, so winners as well.
You guys agree with that? Are you guys intimidated at all by this team?
No, he's too close. Matthew's too close to it. He can't see. You need that distance.
All right.
I agree. Too hockey. For us, it's a little bit more about the soul of the human being. You know, the haircut. What did you say?
Jaromir Jagr.
I could tell. I have
some resentment.
And you can't pinch my cheeks either.
Hey,
there it is.
You say that now. Wait till the end of the show.
Teams, you guys have seen the draft pool. Let's start drafting. In the entry draft, each team will have a chance to pick some players to get them started. We'll go back and forth playground style until both teams have their first 3 players. You guys won the skills competition backstage. You get your first pick. Who's it going to be?
What do you want?
We're going to go with who we said was number 2 on our list, and we'll take Mario Lemieux right off the top.
Shocker.
Mario Lemieux. Super Mario had 10 seasons in which he recorded over 100 points, with his career peak being 199 points in 76 games played in the 88-89 season. He helped Pittsburgh win 2 straight Stanley Cups and was a Conn Smythe winner both times. He ended his career with 3 Hart trophies and the Art Ross 6 times. Team Blue on fire. Your counter pick, Team Red.
We only get one?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we're going to go new school. What do you say?
Yep, new school. Sit the kid.
Sidney Crosby.
Oh.
He's won the Stanley Cup twice and won the Conn Smythe in 2016. Crosby has 5 seasons with 100-plus points under his belt. Crosby scored the golden goal in 2010, sealing a victory in Vancouver for Team Canada. Good pick. How are you guys going to fight back on that?
Well, that's easy. I mean, it's, where is he? I work with Mike Bossy, and Mike Bossy, I mean, he had a short career, but 9 50-goal season.
Back to back.
He would be the top of the list if he played another 5 or 6 years, so I go for Mike Bossy for sure.
Well, good pick. Team Red, your counter pick.
We're going to go with the classic Jean Beliveau, one of the 10 greatest players of all time in any position.
All right.
And a gentleman and the hair.
Again, the hair reference.
More cups than fingers.
All right, gentlemen, your last pick.
Okay, so you want to go with Morris, or you want to go with... Which one would you like to go with?
Need your pick, Team Blue?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go with a legendary player that's admired world over, I believe, Maurice Rocket Richard.
Rocket Richard.
He's got a
Good pick.
movie. I mean, that's important.
That's true. Team Red, your final pick.
Our counter to that is the only way to top the Rocket is Mr. Hockey, a guy whose name is synonymous with it, Gordie Howe.
26 seasons.
Gordie Howe, known as Mr. Hockey. Gordie Howe scored 70-plus points for the Red Wings 18 times. Before the end of his career, he won 4 Stanley Cups and played in 1,767 NHL games, the most in league history. All right, gentlemen, how you feeling? Your first 3 picks are in?
I'm in.
Yeah, I think we've got this
Good.
one.
It's pretty close, I think, so far.
Yeah?
Close. So far. But we have Mario, so we're way ahead just because we have Mario.
Teams, I'm loving those picks. We're about to make things a little bit more contentious, and yes, I have no idea what that word means, but it's time for the next period, game night. If our teams want to stack their lineups for the next 7 draft picks, they'll need to rely on their hockey knowledge because game night is all about trivia. Every time a team answers a question correctly, they get to draft first. The first 2 questions are a one-on-one trivia showdown. Whoever buzzes in first gets to answer. If they get it wrong, the other team can steal. And if neither of them get it right, the person who buzzed in first wins the round and gets the pick. Matt, Simon, come on up.
All right.
Go get him, go get him.
Bring it, big guy. I'm so frightened.
It's an honor to meet you.
Thank you. Compliment from Matt Daniel. Can't go wrong with that. Here we go, gentlemen. Name 3 teams from after the 1967 NHL expansion that either relocated or folded.
3 teams. There's Quebec City. They moved. There's also Atlanta that moved, and I need San Diego moved.
That is incorrect.
Why? They moved.
That is incorrect. Chance to steal?
Quebec, Atlanta, and Hartford.
That is correct. Well done, Team Red.
Oh, took down the Stanley Cup winner.
John, we'll have you guys go back to your positions.
San Diego, that's
We'll pull up the draft
AHL.
pool.
The goals. San Diego goals.
Team Red, you earned yourself the next pick. Let's go.
We're going wild.
With wild card 1 or wild card 2?
I leave it up to my esteemed partner to choose.
Wildcard 2.
Wild card 2. Gentlemen, you've earned yourself Guy Lafleur.
The best hair.
that was
the best hair in hockey.
Had 6 straight seasons with at least 119 points and ended his career total with 1,353 points. Flower won 5 Stanley Cups, all with the Canadians. Team Blue, how are you guys going to counter that?
Well, we've got an easy counter. We've got 2 easy counters. We're going to go with the first. Still playing one of the most legendary players in hockey, and he's the 2nd all-time scorer already, Jaromir Jagr.
Jaromir Jagr. Consistency. I'm loving that. All right, John, Andy, come on up.
Come on.
Look at Andy taking his time. Come on, Andy.
What's going on with that, Andy? Here we go. It seems a Hart Trophy for league MVP is always won by a forward. But what about the guys that are always on the ice? Who is the only goalie in NHL history to win the Hart Trophy more than once?
I'm going to go with Ken Dryden.
That is incorrect. Chance to steal.
Okay, more than once.
I need your answer.
Dominic Hasek.
That's correct. Okay, well done. That's a little fake. I have to give you a little fake, by the way. Only 6 goaltenders have received the honor, and Hasek is the only 2-time winner. All right, have you guys go back to your positions.
This
well
is
done.
great.
Didn't
We'll
you
pull
play
up the
with
draft
him?
pool.
You played with him?
Team Red, you have earned yourself the right to pick.
Yes.
Who's it going to be?
I am so buzzing, I don't care. Choose anyone.
I'm going to go with, he was at the time the number 2 assists all time, Mr. Ron Francis.
Ron Francis. That's a bold pick.
Oh, nice pick.
That is a
We
bold
love it.
pick.
We
You
love
might
it.
have given him a shot here to come back
big
into the
shot.
game.
He's a mascot. I don't think he was watching the game.
That's how we do it in New Zealand.
Back room.
Team Blue, your counter pick.
Okay, so we were going to pick it maybe before Jagr anyway, so now we're going to go with a 700 goal scorer, Brett Hull.
Brett Hall.
Golden bread. Too easy.
Guys maybe dropped the ball there, maybe. I don't know.
This
After Andy worked so hard.
brilliant
The ball just
strategy.
showing up, they dropped the ball.
You're just.
We know what we're
There is
doing.
a brilliant strategic move you will see shortly.
Gentlemen, it's time to step up your game on these next 2 questions. Instead of getting 1 draft pick for a correct answer, teams will win 2. Also, the winner of this round gets the chance to really mess things up for the other team by forcing a trade. So they can take their least desirable player and swap it out for the other team's top pick. I will read out a question that will require a team to place 4 items in the right order. Teams, you can choose to play the question or pass it. Being right wins you the next pick. This question's for you. Team Red, when you're as skilled as these guys, you don't have to be tall to make an impact. Place these forwards in order from shortest to tallest. Before I give you your options, do you wish to play? Or you could pass it over to a 3-time Stanley Cup champion, a PR specialist.
I think we play. You want to play it? Yeah.
Play it. I think we know the heights.
But if there's anything I know about hockey, it's the height of players.
Here we go. Steven Stamkos, Nathan Gerbe, Martin St. Louis, Patrick Kane, go. Question for you, John. Ovechkin and Crosby, how well do you think they would have done in the years where Matt was playing in Detroit, mid-90s?
Well, in the mid-90s, scoring was up compared to today. So I would assume that they'd each get 10 to 20 more points a year pretty easily. I'm not sure if this is correct. I think maybe he could correct me.
I think the goalies were good then, so I think it'd be pretty much this. I think it's the general game that really takes time and space away, so maybe an extra 10 points.
All right. Wow, 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I said, 10-20. I wasn't that
Very
far
good.
off.
You're on the ball there. All right, Team Red, we asked you to place these forwards in order from shortest to tallest. Andy Noman seems to be an expert in this. You said Martin St. Louis, Nathan Gerbe, Patrick Kane, Steven Stamkos, and that is incorrect.
Oh, we were
It is
so
Nathan
close.
Gerbe at 5'5", Martin St. Louis at 5'8", Patrick Kane 5'11", and Steven Stamkos at 6'1". By the way, gentlemen, the smallest player in NHL history, Roy Waters, was 5'3", and he's a Hall of Fame goaltender.
Wow. I did not
You guys
know
got that incorrect, therefore you get the next 2 picks. Who will it be?
So you have your pick that we already know. Go for it.
Okay, well, I played with arguably one of the greatest leaders ever, Steve Yzerman. The speech he made in 2002 Cup when he believed in our team. We were down 0-2 in Vancouver, and he says, guys, if we keep working hard, we'll get a special bounce. Nick Lidstrom scored from the red line, and that was it. After that, we won the games. We won the Stanley Cup. So we got a Stevie Y, and I think one of arguably the goal scorer.
Yeah.
Right?
Alex Ovechkin.
Alex
We're going to go
Ovechkin.
with a modern-day machine of a goal
I'm sorry, what's he won?
What's he won?
Yeah.
He's
So
gonna
many
win the
Rocket
list for us.
Richard. Rocket Richard.
How many rings does he have, Matthew?
How many
You know the
speeches?
rings.
How many speeches did he
rings do
give?
you have?
Can he give a speech? Can you
Your
speak?
counter picks.
Make a winning ring.
He got you on that one. Your counter picks. Let's go.
Exactly.
2 picks.
Counter picks. Well, I'd say we'll go for an oldie and a newie.
Yep.
Okay. An oldie, we got to go with Bobby Hull because the Golden Jet was.
Indeed, Bobby Hull was the NHL leading scorer on 7 occasions during the 60s and won the Art Ross Trophy 3 times in his career. Bobby won the Stanley Cup with the Blackhawks in '61 and was a first-team All-Star 10 times. Way to go, Andy. Your second pick, guys.
We're going to go with someone that could probably give a more stirring speech than Mr. Yzerman, Mr. Mark Messier,
Mark Messier.
the captain.
Messier won the Stanley Cup an impressive 6 times, captaining both the Oilers and Rangers to championships. He played a total of 1,756 regular season games in his career, second to only Gordie Howe. All right, gentlemen. You've earned yourself the swap. You could steal anybody you want. You could give anybody away. Who will it be?
Okay, easy. So we're going to take Sidney Crosby from them.
Sure.
Predictable.
Now, who are we supposed to give back? Because our list is really good. You could
I
pick.
know, they're all good.
You can give us Mario.
Do we have to give someone
Yes,
back?
you do. Who you giving up, Team Blue?
Okay, you go for it.
I got to give my captain, he'll give you a good speech, Steve Yzerman.
You're giving away Steve Yzerman.
Benedict
And the
Arnold.
back. What? Two, Matthew.
Wow.
Gentlemen, that is probably one of the most surprising swaps we've ever had.
Yeah.
But maybe,
It's
you know
special
what?
mind games, eh?
All right, mind games it is. For this question, the winner once again gets 2 picks, and they get to go on the power play, meaning they get to send one of their opponents to the penalty box for the next question. This question is for you, gentlemen. Based on their most recent contract, moolah, a little bit of money, place these NHL forwards in order from the highest average annual salary per year to the lowest. Before I give you your options, do you wish to play? Or you could pass it over to
How
these
confident
guys.
are you on this one?
I know they're not going to get it right.
Do you think? I know salaries pretty well, but it's going back many years. If you want to pass, we'll pass.
It's your call.
Oh man, I'm a 50-50.
Need your call, guys? Player pass?
Let's pass.
Pass. Your options are Anze Kopitar, Steven Stamkos, Ryan O'Reilly, Joe Pavelski, go.
Playing the trap.
Some would argue, gentlemen, that if Lemieux would have stayed healthy, he would have surpassed Gretzky or be very close to him. If he was healthy, would he have been a better player or be considered the greatest of all time?
Well, I've played against both, and to me, one-on-one, on a one-on-one situation, I think Lemieux was scarier for me.
And his stature too, right?
Well,
His
he's
height was
6'4",
incredible.
but
Yeah.
the reach, the skill level. Gretzky was more of a player that he stuck you into an area and then he found the open man.
Yeah.
So, but on a one-on-one coming down, I'm scared of Mario Lemieux.
Gretzky was all about vision, though, right?
Yeah, he
If
was,
you really
he
think
was.
about it, yeah.
Real quick, Lemieux or Gretzky? That's your number one.
I'm gonna go with Gretzky because I think like overall game was just out of this world, and he made the players around him better.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Good hair. Good
All
hair.
right, Team Red, we asked you to place these NHL forwards in order from the highest average annual salary per year to the lowest. You said Ryan O'Reilly, Joe Pavelski, Anze Kopitar, Steven Stamkos.
That's totally wrong.
That is incorrect.
Oh, we were-
Anze Kopitar,
Wow.
Steven Stamkos, Ryan O'Reilly, Joe Pavelski, and just on a side note, if you take into consideration the endorsement money, the highest paid player in the National Hockey League is Jonathan Taves, who earns $13.8 million a
Good for
year.
him.
Yeah, we
good
could
guy.
not have been more wrong.
We were going pre-tax.
Wow.
You guys have, that
changes
was
everything.
incorrect. Therefore, you guys get the 2 picks. Who will it be?
Again. Oh.
Yeah, I'll let you go first, and I'll close it up.
Well, we want Phil. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we know them both anyway. So
We need
we're
your
gonna
pick?
Go, yeah, Phil Esposito to start.
All right, and your second pick?
Second pick, we're gonna go with a great player who's still in hockey today, Joe Sakic.
Joe Sakic. Excellent. Team Red, you're fighting for your lives here. We need 2 solid counter picks. What's going on?
Wild card one.
Wild card one.
It's
Wild card
over.
1.
Yeah.
Interesting. Guys didn't pick the wild card.
Yeah, we
You've
know
earned
that.
We all
yourselves.
want him.
Marcel Dion.
The little
Arguably
beaver.
the best player to never win a cup, Dion reached a career best 137 points in the 80-81 season and had 8 seasons with over 100 points and 10 seasons with 40 or more goals. Good pick, guys. Your second pick?
You pat yourself on the back.
Stan was 4-time scoring title winner.
I will take him because
Slovak.
yeah, and we need Europeans.
We do. We need some European flair.
And he had great hair too, right?
Your pick?
Yep. We're going
This
with
is a
Stan.
donation. It's too
Stosh.
easy.
Stan Mikita.
Stosh.
Excellent. Well done. Gentlemen, you've earned yourself the rights to send one of these fine gentlemen to the penalty box. Who will it be?
You make the call on this one. I made the last.
You
few
already
calls.
made the
You
call,
pick.
Matt Dandido?
Let's go.
You know what? Like, since he beat me on that round, I want Simon to go, buddy.
Oh, I can see why you're frightened of me.
Simon, you're taking 2 for the team.
Beat it.
Get in that penalty box.
Later, Simon.
Sorry, Andy.
Bye-bye.
Team Blue, any regrets sending Simon Peacock off?
No, not at all.
Absolutely not. We were kind of worried he was going to get into a bobblehead mascot mode and fall over and bang his head on the metal bar here.
Andy, silence. There's just silence
The
coming
way
from
I
you.
look at it, I have more ice time. Let's bring the game on.
Let's do this. Let's see,
That's
if
what we
team,
wanted.
let's see if Team Blue can capitalize on their power play in this speed drill. Teams have to answer 5 rapid-fire questions. Whoever gets more correct gets the MVP of MVPs, Wayne Gretzky. Teammates can work together on this one. Of course, one of our teams is shorthanded. The good news for them, though, in the case of a tie, they win. Here we go, gentlemen. There have been more than 100 years of NHL hockey, which is plenty of time for some pretty strange and outrageous stuff to happen on the ice. How well do you know your strange stories from the world of hockey? Question 1. What did Curtis Lazar pick up off the ice and eat? Was it a cheeseburger or a chicken leg?
Is that pretty confident?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I'm happy I'm getting the food questions.
Yeah.
Very good. at
Question
these.
2. In the 2014-2015 season, many players, including Sidney Crosby, missed games because of what illness? Mumps or mono?
No? Oh, then I'll let you go with that one because I was pretty sure.
Yeah?
No, maybe I'm not. You would know more
This
than
is
me.
common.
I'll go with you on that
This
one.
is common.
Okay.
This year again.
Question 3. During the 1996 playoffs, what did Florida Panthers fans throw onto the ice after every goal? Was it plastic octopuses or plastic rats?
Look over here.
I'm so sure of this one.
Question 4. At every Tampa Bay Lightning home game, what kind of mascot will you find next to the away team's bench? Is it an astronaut or a light bulb?
Jesus.
None of these answers
Love that
have hair.
word.
None of these answers have hair, so you're all confused.
Yes, I know.
Question 5. At the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, what did the ice maker bury beneath the ice to help the Canadian team? Was it a loonie or a maple leaf?
It was the American team.
Hey, another good one. You're so witty. If it was a comedy show, you're ahead. And you produce Just for Laughs. You are the co-founder. It's true. Right?
Thank you for the bio.
All right, boys, let's see how you did. Question number 1. Was it a cheeseburger or a chicken leg? Team Blue, you said cheeseburger. Team Red, you said chicken leg. The correct answer is cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
We said cheeseburger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Question number 2, was it the mumps or mono? Team Blue, you said mumps. Team Red, you said mono. The correct answer is mumps.
Good job.
And Matt, you overrid him on that one, right? You
Yeah, we
overrode
were
his decision.
arguing, and then he
I heard that.
said
I
the
trumped
other,
him.
we were triple arguing.
Here we go. Question 3. Team Blue, you said plastic rats. Team Red, you also said plastic rats. The correct answer is plastic rats. The trend was started when Scott Mellenby killed a rat in the dressing room and went on to have a 2-goal game.
Wow, it's amazing.
Question 4. On a side note, if you get this correct, you will earn yourself the MVP, boys.
I'm pretty confident right now.
Yeah,
Again.
we're very confident.
And it comes down to the mascot question. Here we go. Team Blue, you said astronaut. Team Red, you said light bulb. Correct answer was astronaut.
How do I know? How do I? When have I been to Tampa Bay to see a
You
game?
needed Simon
goddammit?
Peacock
He
for this
lived
one.
There. He lived there. He's played
But
there.
you have to go. It's
Jesus.
amazing.
Team Blue, you've earned yourself Wayne Gretzky 13 straight seasons with 100-plus points. Gretzky either shared or held 61 league records upon retiring. And you get someone with good hair,
sir.
Patrick Kane.
Yes,
There's no way we lost this one.
You know what?
Amazing.
Our list still will stand the test of time a few centuries from now.
Yeah.
Top
If you wanna
10
have a
worst
bunch of
list
old guys,
ever.
yeah, so you got it.
The draft pool is now empty, and I can't wait to check out your list. Let's move on to the final countdown. Team Red is back at full strength. Welcome back from the penalty box, Simon Peacock. You
Thanks.
got the mascot question wrong. He got it.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. But if I had been here, it would have been a different story because I followed him around as research for the role.
And just out of
6
curiosity,
weeks.
question number 5, was it a Looney or a Maple Leaf?
It was a loony.
That is correct.
Absolutely
Would have
correct.
made a difference anyway.
It would have,
for
because we
you
would have got 5 of them.
guys.
Our teams will now rank their draft picks from 10 to 1 to creating their list of the top 10 greatest forwards. Gentlemen, you have 60 seconds, and then we'll see whose list is the ultimate. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Okay.
Winning the Stanley Cup takes more than the ability to put the puck in the net. Ask any of the game's greatest forwards who never had a chance to lift hockey's highest honor. Forwards like Pavel Bure, 2 back-to-back 60-goal campaigns, no cup. Or Marcel Dion, who netted 731 career goals and never made it past the second round. Oh, and do you need a more recent example? Alex Ovechkin, 750-goal seasons and a big 0 in the cup department. Bottom line, goals don't guarantee championships. If they did, the team that scored the most goals during the regular season would, of course, win every year. Instead, teams like the 2012 LA Kings can finish 29th in the goals for category and still win the Stanley Cup. Look, I don't have the secret formula for winning the cup, but I do know one thing. A team is only as strong as its weakest player. And in the punishing grind of the NHL playoffs, teams absolutely need contributions in every statistical category, not just firepower. Speaking of guaranteed championships, Team Blue, let's talk about your list.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, 110% very confident.
Talk to me about your list.
Well, we had some debates. Gretzky and Lemieux.
Look at your top 3. Gretzky, Lemieux, Crosby.
There you go.
Our list is so good, we were able to place Ovechkin at number 8.
That's where he should be.
Number 8.
One thing to mention,
That's his number.
Jaromir Jagr.
What's his number?
Yep.
Jaromir Jagr, you spoke very highly of Jaromir Jagr. You put him behind the Rocket.
Yeah.
Terrible choice.
Interesting.
Well, it's
Why
for
is
the
that?
old school people out there that saw the Rocket play, just say how great he was. So we got to put the Rocket
And
there.
the
And he's
name
got a
inspires
movie.
emotion. He has a movie,
Exactly.
and the name inspires confidence, emotion, love, So we wanted him high up on the list.
This is going to be a very tough sell for you guys, Team Red. Talk to me about your list.
Well, our
Give me
list
your
is-
sales pitch, Team
We've
Red.
got a slightly different approach. We've gone for team chemistry. This team they've put together is all superstars. They're not going to be able to play together. It's going to be egos. Plus, our team gives much better post-match interviews, which gets you the merchandising money, which what puts the good team on the ice. We can
Yeah,
afford
they
a team.
always talk about the losses.
It's like the circle of life. Ours is more than a list. It's a circle of life. And look who's number 1 on our
Circle
list.
of life is you're
I may add.
contradicting yourself because you started saying you're going for the best
Look
hair, and we
who's-
got the best hair. as
Look
well.
who's number
We have
1 on our
Jagr
list.
and Gretzky. There's no better
no.
hair than
The
that.
That's
best
80s
player
here.
is the player we
Andy,
gave
you're
them.
swimming upstream, Andy.
Steve Yzerman is going to watch this. He's going to
Yep.
call us, take us out for dinner.
the dinner with
okay?
Stevie.
All
Don't
right?
forget, we gave you Steve Yzerman.
No, we
You abandoned Steve Yzerman.
Mind
Look at the
games.
ring.
You
I
stabbed the poor
I
man
will
in
say
the
this,
back.
gentlemen, if I had to make a pick, It's a no-brainer. Team Blue, you guys did a great job. Not done, but this goes to you guys. Team Red, you still did a semi-kick-ass job to be politically correct.
I still beat Matthew Dendon at hockey trivia, so I'm feeling good.
There's a claim to fame. Good for you.
Simon Peacock, before we go, where can we catch all the fun stuff you're up to?
Look out for Outlast 2, video game. It's a horror survival game. Going to be scary. It's a great game.
Andy Nolman, what's going on?
Playthefuture.com. Download it in the App Store and on Google Play.
All right. John Gumbly?
So check out everything I'm doing at gigantic.com, which is basically gigantic with a J-E instead of a G-I.
It's always good.
Matt, you're a great sport. Thanks for taking the time to be on the lineup. Where can people follow you?
TVA Sport, that's where I work at. So watch the NHL in French. It's a good telecast for sure.
Out of curiosity, before we go, will you allow Andy Nolman to pinch your cheeks?
Never.
Okay, come on. Back me up. Cover. Give me cover.
Oh, I can take him.
It's
Give me
so
cover.
creepy.
Yes, it's creepy. That's what I wanted to hear. I thought Team Blue had the better list, but hey, I pinched Tiger Williams' cheeks. So what the hell do I know? Tell us in the comments who you thought had the stronger list. I'm Adam Marita. We'll see you next time right here on The Lineup. Check out more episodes of The Lineup here, and be sure to subscribe to Watch Mojo for more great videos every day.